Friday, as most of these models go from whatever they're going to produce to 10, 20 inches of snow.
Okay.
All right. So, you know, if we get 3 to 4 inches an hour in New York City at rush hour, we're shutting it down.
All right.
Airports at all.
Got a long ways to go. Let's go to Crystal.
Big excuse to get home early that day. Thanks, guys. And if this winter storm isn't enough to deal with, this weekend's also going to bring a threat of strong thunderstorms, even tornadoes. Our severe weather expert, Dr. Greg Forbes, joins us with that forecast. Dr. Forbes.
Yeah, Crystal, last week we had at least 54 confirmed tornadoes. That's the second largest for January. Probably not going to be this many this time, but there will be a threat, especially on Sunday. Saturday evening, things could really start as a low in Colorado begins to pull more and more of that warm, moist Gulf of Mexico air northbound as far as that warm front will take it. That's the fuel for the thunderstorms. And then, especially the later we go into Sunday, the faster the winds aloft will get. About 5,000 feet probably from the south, so there'll be some turning of the winds with height, and that will allow for the possibility of tornadoes. So in between, we'll have that severe weather threat, maybe even beyond Sunday. Now, the one thing that makes this probably not going to be quite as bad as last week, a cold pocket aloft doesn't come charging straight east into that warm, moist air. It does more of a sliding along through the cold air north of the frontal zone, so we won't get the best overlapping of the two. Saturday night, there could be a little of that overlapping up around Dodge City, western Oklahoma. A low chance of a tornado, maybe some hail. Then, during the overnight hours, a squall line perhaps with hail and damaging winds, a low chance of a tornado moving across west and central parts of Texas. Then as we head into Sunday, beginning in the morning hours in the west part of the red area, going into the late evening across the east, thunderstorms, some of them with a chance of tornadoes. Torcana 4 there, I've given on East Texas and into Louisiana, maybe down to Mobile, Alabama as we go into the overnight hours, and perhaps Florida Panhandle on Monday, as well as those coastal areas of the Gulf Coast. There'll be another storm after that, and all told, the combination of those two storms could give 2, maybe some 6-inch rains across the Gulf Coast states. Could be some flooding there. It's been very wet recently. Crystal?
And the past few months, they have been defined by extreme weather. Coming up next, why a 1-degree increase in the Earth's temperature can lead to years of disastrous weather. We'll be right back.
Want to make a great car interior? Stop looking at car interiors. Get inspired by other stuff. Yep, okay, sure, why not? Whoa, touchscreens, put that in your dash.